An airline passenger fell asleep 2/3 of the way to her destination. When she awoke, the distance remaining was 1/4 of the distance traveled while she slept. How much of the entire trip was she asleep? So here's the question in smaller font, and I have a picture. Let's say this this passenger, started her trip at point A, airline trip, and went all the way and ended her trip at point E. It doesn't matter if you're looking at it as if it's a distance strip that's a certain units long or it's a length of time. It really doesn't matter. So what happened? She fell asleep 2/3 of the way to her destination. So let's use this to to change our picture. So what does it mean to say somebody fell asleep 2/3 of the way? So what I have here is basically her entire trip cut into three parts, three equal parts, and this is where she fell asleep 2/3 of the way, right here at point C. And then what happened? Then, according to the question, she slept for a while, she fell asleep at point C, and then she wakes up at point D, and she is awake. So let's read this part of the question very carefully. When she awoke, at point D, she woke up. When she awoke, the distance remaining, this is this distance, the light blue between DE, was 1/4 of the distance traveled while she slept. This is the distance that was traveled while she slept, and this is the distance that was traveled after she woke up. According to the question, this trip is 1/4 of this trip. So the dark light blue part here is 1/4 of the dark blue part, and you really want to get this part. This part is 1/4 of this part. So if this is 4, this has to be 1. If this is 4 hours, if she slept for 4 hours, she was awake for the last 1 hour, because this is 1/4 of this. Having said that, if that's true, and if we get it, this whole stretch is 5 units long. We're going to write that here, 5 units. Well, this is 1/3, this is 1/3, this is 1/3. So this has to be another 5 units long. And this has to be another 5 units long. So, what part of the entire trip did she sleep? She slept for 4 units out of 15 units. So the answer is 4 out of 15. So she slept for 4/15ths of the trip. The entire trip is 15 units long, and she slept through 4 of those units. Again, the statement in parentheses is very crucial and difficult to follow, but as long as you follow it and put your numbers correctly in your drawing, you should be all set. So that's our answer, 4/15ths.